Hello everyone and welcome to Season Watch. Today we're watching Lycoris Recoil episode 12. What happened? Well, before what happened last time, I just want to mention that we're reaching the end of the season. Lycoris has one more episode after this, but some other series not so much. They're gonna end this week. Now I'm preparing myself for the next season by picking some shows to watch, but I'm picking them blindly, so who knows if they're good or bad? Well, you can have a say in it. If you join the Discord, there's a anime suggestions where you can post a suggestion and talk about it so we can discuss which shows to react next season. If you want to have a say in it, just join up. But yeah, that's about it. So, going back to Lycoris Recoil, what happened last episode? We had Majima having revealed the whole thing to Japan, and Lycoris, the DA, is going to act upon it, which includes Takina. So they had the whole mission briefing and everything, and Takina noticed about Chisato, how she disappears. Even when trying to call her, nothing happens, and she goes check on her. Nobody's at the Lycoris Recoil, and there's even the notice of closing. So she tries to figure out what was going on, even talking to the commander, which tells her to go back and ask Majima herself before he dies. So, in a way, she was a little comprehensive, allowing her to go back, even though she just left. But then too much hear her out about the whole thing with Chisato, though she did let her explain herself, so I guess there's that. Then there's Kurumi, while on the plane she was still investigating about Yoshi and the past of Allen Institute and everything, and she figured out there is another artificial heart out there with Yoshi, so there's still hope to save Chisato. So she gets super excited and goes out to get Mizuki before she leaves as well. So now we have Kurumi and Mizuki coming back. And they even talk to Takina, tell her about everything. Takina lets them know, and looking through the phone, Kurumi figures out that Yoshi's being taken hostage, and so Chisato must be going somewhere. And it seems to be the old tower. So while going back on the mission, Takina just thinks about it and decides, DA or Chisato? You know what? I'm more worried about Chisato, so I'm gonna leave the mission and go look for her. The girl that she saved before was totally in favor of her, trying to help her out. And even Fuki just accepted that, even gave her the warning that if she leaves, she probably won't be able to get back to DA, and allow her to go. Where Sakura was even like, why did you do that? How are we gonna explain it? And help me come up with something. So good on Fuki there. Meanwhile, we have Chisato going off at the old tower, as all those people gathering there to stop her. And she just, relentless, just was taking care of them. She almost fell once, but she got back up and took care of everything. And she reached the top, where there was Mr. Yoshi and Majima. Well, after Yoshi fell and the phone fell from him, he disappeared. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he has his own thing going on in the background since he disappeared, and it doesn't seem like Majima is doing anything about that, so who knows what's going to happen. Yoshi might show up this episode, most likely. Or maybe we'll just have it on the last episode where they talk about the artificial heart. But they did focus on the phone later in the episode, so maybe there's something about that. There was Chisato versus Majima, and he was very well prepared for her. Both with the dodging, but if you dodge, he gets hurt. the whole, hey, that's actual live ammo in that gun. Are you sure you're gonna shoot? And even the complete darkness, which works in his favor and against her, because her gift is with her equity vision. Is that a way to say it? I don't know. But she's able to very well determine the aiming and everything, but in complete darkness. She can't see, so that's invalid. Meanwhile, his gift is hearing, and he basically can echolocate, as demonstrated when he was dodging the cans on the floor and everything. So he was able to fight just fine in the complete darkness. However, something that neither of them took into account was Takina showing up. So not only she came to assist Chisato, but also broke a hole in the wall, creating light. So now it's the two of them fighting Majima with some light. And that's where we stopped. So we'll just have to see how that ends, because I imagine we're gonna have a conclusion between them this episode. Unless there's some kind of twist going on. Which I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll see. As a reminder, this is a time reaction, which means you sync up your own version with mine and we'll watch it together. I'll try to add some scenes here and there, but don't expect much. And with that being said, let's get started. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we have... we're going back to the part where Chisato was... Oh no! Takina's there with her. And the bag's gone, that's right. And that's about where we stopped, I think? Yeah, okay. What? No? Where did you get that idea from? He's running? No? He was getting the gun. And he's going to the darkness. Yeah, there's still light, but there's still the dark part since the circle with the thing in the middle. Ow, by the ear. Yeah, that's effective on him. Good idea. Yeah, having great hearing is a double-edged sword. Oh, and now he's... Honestly, I thought this was gonna take longer in the episode. And not end before the opening. But yeah, having great hearing is a double-edged sword because you can hear things normal people can't and figure stuff out. But at the same time, loud sounds are way more disturbing and hurtful. Another example of this is Cobra in Fairy Tail, which has stupid hearing, but he's defeated by a grandiose shout. Because normal people were already hurting their ears, and him was just in complete pain from that. So yeah, her shooting right next to his ear, even if it's what was it? Plastic bullet? Like a rubber bullet, I think. It hurts so much the hearing. And yeah. Oh, I just noticed that behind Chisato there was not only walnut, but also the Allen Institute symbol. I'm not sure what else is behind Takina, because it goes by a little too fast to see all the details in the background. But yeah, apparently he's defeated already. Nature vs. Nurture, what a title. Yep. After all the work she did to go back, she just left. Showing how much she cares about you. Oh, he came here. And what is his decision? That's right, Yoshi's appeared. So what is he up to? Mm-hmm. Yeah. LilyBell is the male version, right? What? And scrape the arm, but. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because he cares about you killing people. Look at that. So yeah, now they're having that talk. Yeah. He's talking about the whole talent thing. Wind up the springs of a dying doll. Wow. The rubber bullets. And yeah, even that range can dodge. Yeah, because in a way. Okay. I see. Yeah, he did hack. Yeah. Is the briefcase where the artificial heart is? Yep. What? Oh, wow. That's how he's negotiating with her to do it. Like, she can live if she does the thing he wants her to do. Right? He's putting his life on the line to do this. And even her doing it to him, which she considers a father to her. One of. Yeah. Because he's so important to Chisato, she won't let somebody else do something like that. And his assistant's probably gonna stop Takina. She's brutal. She can do so much. But nope. Yeah, forcing her to have live ammo and not the rubber bullets. Ow. But she's not shooting. Yeah, he's the one shooting from up there. Forcing her to kill them. She'll save herself and Takina. Oh, she actually shot him. Yeah, look how much pain she... Now the two of them are gonna fight off there, I guess. Yeah. That was, I feel like that was the purpose of what she did there. He's really putting her in a tough spot. Mm-hmm. That includes... Oh, necklace. Please say a health in my place. Yeah. Look how nasty she is. Yeah. Because she wants to kill Yoshi for everything he's done and to save Chisato. Yeah, that's the whole point that Yoshi's doing this. That he doesn't want you to be you anymore. He wants you to be the you that he wants. Because he kept you alive, he's able to take you away as well? What? Okay. That's how you like want to see it. She didn't really say that, but that's basically what I got from what she said. Like, because he kept her alive, she was able to meet certain people and learn so much. But, yeah. Well, there they are. Instinct. Now, looking on the camera that she had. Okay, there's music. Yeah, so LilyBells are gonna go after Lycoris. Really? They went to try that in the past. Yeah. And there's LilyBells. But they have to take away the camera for that. Because then the boys are gonna be found out by the news as well. So it's gonna be useless of having to take the girl's place. Yeah. She's not understanding the situation. And what are you doing? The radiator, that piece of junk? A walnut's gonna get you work. Like, a walnut considered ready and a piece of junk. Just keep that in mind for the perspective. Yeah. Let her go to the toilet with the comms? How? That's a big mistake. Yeah, Takina. She's talking about Takina and Chisato. Oh, and there's Erica. Man has been shot. It's not like he was holding that big gun or anything. Look at that. Yeah, just covered. Ooh, the big man going melee on them. Yeah, look at that. How much it affected him. Nothing. And there's the saviors. And there's Takina. Yep. But okay, we have Chisato and Fuki working together here. Takina, Erica too. And I guess there's Sakura as well, but who cares about her? Yeah. Well, not just working on that. Stop flirting. At least we actually got something positive out of Sakura there. Like, they really. There we go. And now Walnut can get to work. She's swimming through it. Like, how did that work? Because it's not like she has anything on her hands or anything. But hey, guess what? Walnut beats Robata easily. It's like Robata is greater than all the other hackers in Japan, but then there's Walnut, like, way higher up. I still don't get how it works, because supposedly Walnut's being attempted murdered for 30 years, but Kurumi is way younger than that. Like, she's probably less than 15. Actually, very likely that she's less than 15. I think she's Sato and Takina around 15. And she made a call. Coda Asclepius. Yeah. This time he's a friend. Last time he was sort of a foe. Oh, it's ooh, LilyBell. Okay, this music. They're watching a little clip. What is Walnut? Did Walnut prepare this clip? Lycoris Crisis. Make it like, oh yeah, no, that was just a surprise fake thing. Wow, people believe that fast. Like, can't people just look at the tower and see that there was something big going on there? Or did they think like that was all part of the whole act? Well, Walnut saved the day. Now LilyBells retreating. Like the idea is still in people's mind, but they're not 100% believing anymore. Looks like you should have a past rivalry there. Not just sleeping, huh? Yeah. Like I was saying, Erica was trying to help her out there. Yeah. Because she's wanting me to thank you. The whole series, really, for that scene at the very beginning. Yeah, it's a hard thing. That's already like, hey, you broke orders, so I'm guessing you're gonna come to Lycoris. Mm-hmm. And wow, she just put it in like, I guess you can use mine. After all, Chisato does not think doesn't think she's gonna live long, so might as well take her place. That's her bag. But why did it fall there? You don't even think about it. And there's Majima. He's back. And there's the airbag that I was asking about from the opening. But yeah, we're back to episode 10. Chisato versus Majima by themselves. But it's a whole different scenario now for both of them. Okay, I was wondering like how strange it was that Majima was taken out that quick into the episode. But he came back in the end, so round 2. Or would it be round 3 if we consider the whole Takina thing? Round 2 between Chisato and Majima. Let's put it like that. We have one last episode, which, yeah, we're getting there. I'm trying to think up like things to talk about because of the episode title, Nature versus Nurture, and how to avoid that topic. That's it. Okay, so that was the episode. And we had a couple of different parts there. So I think we're actually going to start with the title, which I guess also dives into Yoshi and Chisato. Nature versus nurture. So nature is basically your gift, your talent, your innate behavior, where it's believed that no matter what happens, you're always gonna end up going back into that track. And yeah, Yoshi believes that hers is killing, while nurture is depending on your environment, on how people treat those around them, around you, how you're taught and everything, changes how you become. So somebody living in a rundown place will act very different than someone that grew up in the high society. And it's not because they're different genes per se, but because of how they grew up, their nurture. So Chisato's nurture was basically Lycoris with Mika. How she became a savior and not killing everyone. So that's basically the nature versus nurture we have here. Her talent for killing and her love of life, basically. And treating everyone as someone to be saved. And in general, I say it's a mixture of nature and nurture that forms us, but mostly nurture, in my opinion. As what you learn while growing up really shapes how you become. Of course, that can change over time. So, nature isn't necessarily a one set thing. Like, you start off thinking like, this is what it should be. This is my destiny. But sometimes, over time, you start seeing new things and realizing that maybe there's another option. So that's my view on it. Feel free to give your own opinion on it, because it's a very wide topic. There's so much that can be talked about there continuously. But going back to the rest of the episode, we have Takina and Chisato just dominated the fight against Majima. Even when he tried to use the darkness to his advantage, the main point here was Chisato shooting near his ears. The loud sound, like I mentioned during the opening, like the double-edged sword that great hearing can be. I guess for sight would be like glares, like flashes of light. An example of that would be in the beginning of season 2 of Dr. Stone with Kohaku. The flashbang affect her way much more than anyone else because of her excellent sight. So, yeah, that's a way to make sight a double-edged sword, but it's also very niche, very specific. While big sounds near your ear are much more frequent. So there's that. They defeated him before the opening even, which surprised me. But then at the very end of the episode, we have Chisato all by herself when Majima comes in, and he just casually shooting at the others. They have to protect themselves, so they can't get in the way. And wow, really, Chisato, you saw the bag falling into the ground and didn't stop to think like, one, how convenient that we found my bag right now. And two, it's just fell right now. Where was it? Why did it fall right now? Is there anyone around to have done that? None of that passed her mind. She just went out there, picked up her bag, even showing the little pug on it to Fuki and the others. Like, really getting distracted right now?
Chisato! ほらこれ、タキナにもらったやつ。
So yeah, now we have Majima versus Chisato, the revenge round. Both of them are not the same people they were in episode 10. Like, they both seen stuff in this time and have experience to change their mind. Mostly Chisato with the whole Yoshi thing. Because, in fact, let's go back to that. Because Yoshi, yes, he had the new heart for her. But his way of negotiating to make her fall into the line of you start killing was, I put the heart in myself. So if you want to have this heart and live, well, you gotta kill me. By killing me, you're rejecting your way of life and accepting my way for you. So if you kill me, you're gonna live, but you're also falling to the line that I want you to fall. Or you can keep going as you are, staying true to yourself, as you would put, but you die soon, in a week or two. Your choice. Come on. I can take it. Like, he is putting his life on the line to get her to follow his plans for her. And he even, with Takina being involved, he also got his assistant to fight her off and threatened Takina himself, like, hey, if you don't do anything, I'm gonna kill your partner also. So, come on, stop me, shoot me. While she did shoot him, it was a non-fatal wound, so he was able to live, much for her content and much for his in spite of his desires, let's say. And also, Chisato was not letting Takina do it. After all, Yoshi was basically her father, and she's also against killing the enemies as well, so both of these things are making her stop Takina from doing that. Well, all Takina is thinking about is like, we gotta get that heart for you. You have to live. Everyone wants that. Takina, Kurumi, Mizuki, Mika, like everyone wants her to live. And I'm pretty sure the patrons of Lycoris as well, though they don't know any of what's going on. But is the cost too great? That's the question here. So he's really putting her in check. Now, at the end of that, the two of them left. But I wonder if we'll see them again next episode. After all, are we gonna end the season with Chisato dying? Or are we gonna end the season with them saving her and giving her the new heart? And finally, I guess we can also talk about LilyBells, which showed up. Because Japan found out about Lycoris, they couldn't really use the Lycoris hiding in the urban area anymore to solve everything. So they were gonna take out Lycoris. Like, fine, there's no Lycoris anymore. Happy? Of course, we also have LilyBells over here, but you guys don't know about that, so don't need to worry. Everything's still gonna be safe and sound. Then Walnut showed up with the whole, hey, did you guys believe that? That was a grand show to surprise you guys. That was great, right? Too bad it's all fake, so no need to believe any of that. Okay? And people actually fell for that very easily. I do think it's still in the back of people's mind, the possibility. But people right now are believing like, oh, okay, so that's not actually a thing. The young girls shooting and everything. Because, okay, even that was a surprise video animation thing. Like, why would you show that as a surprise? People weren't really thinking about that. But for right now, Lycoris is safe. So he's retreating LilyBells from taking them out. At least for right now, because they can still use Lycoris. And that guy that was commanding the boys there, he seems to know Chisato, as Takina put it, so maybe there's some history there? Now, I wouldn't go as far as say like that he would be a romantic interest, but who knows how things would develop if the series keeps going. I don't know if it will, or if we're just ending here. Most likely we'll be ending here though. So yeah, I think that about covers everything. So we have Walnut taking out Robata, we have Lycoris being safe, and we have Majima the return. Now we're gonna have Chisato vs Majima again while the other girls are gone. What's gonna happen? We just have to wait to see next episode. So with that being said, see you next time. Bye!